Swagatam. Welcome to the second lesson in Samskrita Pravesha, a course brought to you by apnacourse.com, a product of Spearhead Edu Online in association with Vyoma Linguistic Labs Foundation. I am Soumya Krishnapur and I will be taking you through this course which teaches you the basics of Sanskrit language, including writing, reading, vocabulary and sentence construction. In the first lesson, we studied the various sounds which make up the Sanskrit language, the swaras or vowels, the vyanjanas or consonants, and ayogavahas or dependent letters. In the second lesson, which is titled Varnamala or the alphabet, we will be learning to represent these Sanskrit sounds through a script. The topics which we will study in this lesson include Bhasha Lipischa, language and script, what is the difference and which is the script that is used for Sanskrit, Swaraha, and then the writing of swaras, vowels, and the different classes of consonants that we studied in the previous lesson, Kavarga, Chavarga, Tavarga, Tavarga, Pavarga, and the Avargiya Vyanjanas or the unclassed consonants which fall into different sets which are termed Antasthas and Ushmas. And then we will have a look at the whole Varnamala and some points to be noted. There are some letters which look similar and there are some which are represented by different symbols. So we will look at all these things in this lesson. In the first part of this lesson, we will look at language and script. Language is bhasha, whereas script is lipihi. What is bhasha or language? Language refers to the spoken form of any language, that is the sounds which make up a particular language, whereas lipi or the script is the written form, the letters or symbols which are used to represent the sounds of the language. There is no one-to-one relation between language and script. One language can be represented by many scripts and one script can be used to represent many languages. There are a few languages which have their own or native script, while there are some which do not. If you look at the scripts for Sanskrit, Sanskrit in the spoken form has been in use since many thousands of years. However, the written form came comparatively later, perhaps around the beginning of the Common Era. One of the first scripts which were used for Sanskrit, as has been found from inscriptions, is called Brahmi. There were several varieties of the Brahmi script, Tamil Brahmi, Kharoshti and so on. So Brahmi script is a very ancient script and it was one of the first scripts which was used for the written representation of Sanskrit. However, that script no longer exists. As time passed, during the Gupta age, there was a script called the Gupta script which was preferred for Sanskrit, and then there was the Sharada script which is still found in many ancient manuscripts. Then there was a family of scripts which is called the Nagari, which evolved around 11th or 12th century AD. So there are several scripts belonging to this family, Nandinagari, Nagari, Devanagari and so on. So all of them were used for Sanskrit. If you look at the different Sanskrit manuscripts which are found throughout India, we find that many of the regional scripts are used for representing Sanskrit in that particular region. For example, in the south, we find manuscripts in the Malayalam script, the Grantha script, the Telugu script, so on. In the east, we find it in the Bengali Oriya scripts. So Sanskrit has been a language which was in use throughout India and in different places, different scripts have been in vogue to represent the sounds of this language. However, the current standard script for Sanskrit is called Devanagari. Devanagari has been extensively used for Sanskrit, especially since the evolution of the publication industry. Most of the published books of Sanskrit in the 19th and 20th centuries use Devanagari as the standard script for Sanskrit. Devanagari is not a script which is unique to Sanskrit. There are many languages of India which share the Devanagari script. The national language Hindi is written using the same script. Marathi, Nepali, and so many other languages use Devanagari to represent their sounds. This is a script which is written from the left to the right, like the usual English or the Roman script and other scripts. And there are no letter cases. Like we see in English, there's the upper case and the lower case. There is no such differentiation in Devanagari. In the coming sections, we will see representation of different Sanskrit sounds in the Devanagari script.